Well, very pleased with how we handled the style. That's the unfortunate thing is we're not going to face this, style where it's just full-fledged run and jump at full court, and we're able to throw it over, either turn it over or throw it over for layups and threes. So, we unfortunately not a lot of half-court offense, and unfortunately not a lot of half-court defense that we needed because it was basically 5-out motion with guards. So we didn't get really work on pick and roll coverages, and so there were some things that were unfortunate from that standpoint, but I really like what our guys were able to do. We talked about some adjustments at halftime. I thought we had a really solid half. And then we talked about some adjustments at halftime that 8 minutes in, we'd given up one offensive rebound and we had one turnover. And so those were positives. Now the last 6 or 7 minutes, I think that's when we had our turnovers, but it was a 40-plus game, so I kind of get that too. So overall, I thought we had a lot of guys do a lot of good things, and that's good. But as I told them, much different kind of style of play will be thrown at us in China.
Thomas made like 10 out of 13 shots, 12 3-pointers, had 3 blocks, pretty efficient 21 minutes. It seems like he's.
Well, that's who Tom is, and that's what you got to have your seniors do. I thought both Tom and Gigi were really good. I thought they did a lot of good things, and Tom's making shots. You're seeing him shoot threes now, and I think that's going to continue. So you got somebody, a 7'1" guy that can hurt you at the rim, and he can hurt you out to 21, 22 feet. So big positives. But I thought we got good play out of a lot of people. I thought Aaron did a good job of distributing and just kind of leading and doing the things he's got to do. And I thought Jay Hans really had some good moments. I thought anytime you can get 11 assists in a game, I thought he did some really good things for a freshman playing alongside Aaron. And then when we took Aaron out, allowed him some of that freedom too, and I thought he handled it very well.
On the turnovers that came against the full court press, what was the common theme there that led to some of those mistakes?
Well, it's just a different press. It's a lot of times there's 4 guys in the backcourt, and so we haven't had tape or anything, so we've worked on press break. We haven't worked on that tight, so it was really about just figuring out, throw it over the top, throw it down the court, and I thought, I don't know the numbers, but we shot a very high percentage from 3, and we shot a very high percentage from point blank, and that's why we scored a lot of points. So you're going to take some turnovers with that because we got some bigs handling the ball in areas that we shouldn't have had them handle it, and those are things that, if there's anything we'll get out of it, is a little bit of press break stuff. I think we can get out of this game, but overall, I thought we attacked it pretty good most of the night.
Coach, I saw you brought in Leandro with about 8 seconds left in the first half. Was that specifically to get him a shot from deep?
No, not really, because I think we were on defense. No, because we were on defense at the time. We were really just going small to be able to switch everything. Obviously, if we were on offense, yeah, I would have done that, because that's one thing Jello does. Jello stretches the defense, but I think you saw him do a couple things. We missed him in the post twice. We'll learn to do that. Our guards haven't really had to feed guards in the post, and I think you'll be able to see Jello do that. But he made a couple good moves inside the arc that I was really glad to see, because he's been doing that in practice, and I thought he showed some maturity and growth at the defensive end, and that's something we wanted to see.
I feel like you guys are ready for the opening.
I hope so. I think we're getting healthy. Like I said, I hope we get Jay Hill back. We've got about 7-8 days here to get him help. We'll have a day off tomorrow, practice Friday, and then we board the plane on Saturday, and we lose a day. So we'll lose a day going. So then Monday through Thursday of next week, even with everything that we've got going on, we've got to get better in that window and stay healthy. But we're pretty healthy through. This is the tough part of practices. We've had, I think, 26 practices maybe. So we've been going at it pretty hard, and the guys have handled that well, and we're coming out of it, looks like, pretty healthy. And so I'm hoping that we start the season almost full force, and if that case, you can see that. I mean, we're pretty deep. We just played a team that basically pressed for 40 minutes, and I didn't think we wore down at all. I thought our depth was really good, and that's something that I hope that as the year goes on, one, hopeful and prayerful that we stay healthy, and if we do, I think we'll be able to wear some people down.
This was Prince.
How does getting Prince and Alex back after this record?
Well, it's really good. Prince, I thought in particular today was really good. I thought he had good leadership. It was good having somebody out there that has been in the system and and I thought he played hard. I thought he was really efficient offensively, and I thought he played hard defensively. And Alex, you know, he's coming. He's been practicing very well. And I thought today he just was a little bit out of sync just with catches and handling the ball, but he plays so hard. And when you got somebody like that coming off the bench that has that experience, that's good. So I think both of those guys are going to, you know, we're going to need both of them just because of their experience, because we had so many young guys, and those are two kind of vets that we can bring off. Even though they didn't play last year, they've been in the system, and they understand what we want to do at both ends.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.